Adding word art. You may have some experience with word art from either Microsoft Front Page or from Microsoft Word. If not, understand that it's a highly stylized form of text, usually limited to a single word or two, that can be used to jazz up the title for a chart or a list of data, or to emphasize some aspect of the worksheet, or just strictly as something to grab the eye. Let's get a look at it so you can see it for yourself. Let's assume that you've created a small list of data here and you want to give it a kind of a neat label. So once you have your worksheet open, and here we're starting with a blank one into which we're planning to add a small list here, we're going to insert a word art label that we can use for it. So we're going to click on the cell around where we would like the word art inserted. We're going to go to the Insert menu. We're going to select Picture. We're going to choose Word Art. This opens the Word Art gallery, and you can choose from any of a number of different styles here, and you can make some modifications to each of these styles, and I'll show you how to do that as well. But select one that you think will work well for the application that you want to use it for. Let's say we choose this. Now we click OK. Once we do that, the Edit Work Art text window opens up. You can change the font. For example, if we don't want to use Times Roman, we can go and choose something that's just a little more, let's say a little more updated. We could choose sans serif, which is nice, but that's a reference sans serif and it looks a little odd. So maybe we'll go up here and choose Arial. Let's say we don't want it to be 36 point, we want it to be something a little more moderate. So maybe we'll choose a 20 point. Notice the change in the text size immediately here. Do we want it bold? If we do, we would click bold. If we want it italicized, we would click italicized. Then we're going to click down here and type the text as we want it to appear for the word art. So here we might say employee list. Now we're going to click OK. This is what it looks like. Now notice that the word art toolbar is opened. Here, if you run your mouse along, you'll see you can insert word art. You can edit the text. For example, if you wanted to say something else other than employee list here, you can edit the text, go back to this window, and make your changes to your text and click OK. You can also go back to the word art gallery and choose a different style. You can format the word art. So for example, if you chose this, you could go back and set the various settings. You can choose color, size, protection, properties, and web. You can choose the word art shape. For example, if you want to change how it's presented, right now it's presented in a straight line, but you could change it to something else. For example, if you wanted it to curve. It won't look good for this application, but let me give you an example. So for example, if you wanted the employee list to curve like this, it would now curve like that. You can also make all the letters the same height. You can make it vertical text. You can change the alignment, and you can change the character spacing.